Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Reckonist here. How are you doing? I'm glad to see that you're still around and active in the Discord, etc. Just a little update, really, about what's been happening. Where have I been? Right, well, if you don't know, Mrs. Rec was diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and it came on like a freight train, probably because of the hospital and ventilator stuff that happened to her over the COVID period. And I'm not sure if I did talk about exactly what was happening, but she deteriorated very, very quickly. As a result, she is now, barring some sort of miracle or cure, she will be in a wheelchair for probably the rest of her life, which is very, very sad. And as you can expect, quite a challenge for someone to go through, and people around them. I don't know if anyone you really cared about has ever been sick. The first thing you want to do is help, and if you're not able to help, you want to take all the pain and suffering and put it on yourself, don't you? Well, I did, and there's been a lot of adjustment, a lot of coming to terms, and hence I had to prioritize my real life over the online world. So that's where I've been. We've been adapting to things, changing things, coming to terms with things, and that's taken all the time. But I'm now at a spot where I feel that some normality is returning. We've come to terms and adjusted to the new real, as it were. So I'm going to be coming back and doing what I like to do, which is apparently something my therapist said I should do. Because I'm not. There's not been much rec time over the last year. I consider streaming rec time. So yeah. When I decided to take the break, I closed the Patreon down, told you guys I'll be around. I'm so happy that, the Discord people are still active. It's just as active as it's ever been. So yeah, that's a little update. So I'm returning to streaming, and I kind of, when I was thinking about this the last week or two, I want to do it differently than what I did before. Because I realized I'm kind of taking advantage of the position I'm in. I wasn't working hard enough at it, I don't think. So I'll probably be back streaming for longer and more consistently. Yes, I've said that before. I'm very aware, but I'm kind of determined to prove it to myself that I can do it still. Because I think ultimately it's good for me. I might have trouble motivating myself to get started each time I wanted to do it like 5 days a week. That was very hard. But motivation's one thing, discipline is another, and I'll be certainly looking at that. So basically, a little bit of feedback would be welcome. There's a question I wrote here, and it's got a question mark next to the question mark. It says, if you were going to stream, what would you do? I.e., what type of games would you do? I'd like feedback on that. If anyone's got anything and thought, oh, Rec would be good with that. Basically, I've had no contact with the video gaming world, barely, and anything outside of these four walls, to be frank. So if I've missed something, or you think I should be made aware of a game or something along those lines, let me know, please. I'm happy to take any suggestions, of course. And I've also put here, a nice bit of plagiarism I wrote. I did this like a week ago, I forgot. If you've been watching people on stream, and they did something cool, like they used an app or a bot, or they did a particular type of stream that you think I might be interested in, or you thought, oh, that was cool, let me know. So yeah, things are back, or getting back to how they were, obviously as much as they were as they could. I will open up the Patreon again. I did close it down. A lot of people were still subscribing when I just turned it on. So I appreciate that very much. If you were gone and were like, where's Rec? I'll be back soon. Please feel free to start with the membership again. But yeah, it's just a little update for for June. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks before I actually do start. I'll try and nail something down in the next week or so, like times and what I'll be doing. So again, suggestions, let me know. But thank you very much for watching, sticking around, keeping the community active, and just generally being cool, guys. I've missed you a lot. How's that? Big soppy kiss at the end. All right, guys, see you down the way.